What's going on, everybody? Today is the last day that we are reading the one and only Bob. Unfortunately, we're not getting through the whole book. But if you like it, I say go buy it. It's a great book. All right, so let us begin. It's called Walls and Bad Guys. Julia takes me out of her backpack and I settle onto the wide stone wall. It's my fave place on the planet because it means I can see Ivan and Ruby, but I also kind of hate it. Walls will do that to you. Ivan, being Ivan, is a mellow kind of guy. Takes the good with the bad, only gets angry when he really needs to. When I complain about the wall at the park, he says walls keep the animals in, but they also keep the bad guys out. Of course, gorillas don't have a whole lot of bad guys to deal with, elephants either, so humans step in to fill the void. Dogs, sometimes it feels like we have enemies galore. Everyone wants a piece of us. Humans treat us badly, cars really have it in for us, we even get eaten by coyotes. Which is kind of like having your cousin invite you over for dinner, then inform you you're the main course. Although I'd probably just be the appetizer. Anyways, after those 27 years stuck in a mall, Ivan is one of those glass half full kind of guys. When it comes to walls surrounding him, glad to be with the others of his own kind, cared for by smart and loving humans. I'm more of a water bowl of power half empty kind of guy. Every time I leave Ivan and Ruby, I'm painfully aware that I can leave. Ivan's address is Gorilla World. Ruby's is Elephant's Odyssey. And me, I guess you can say it's the same as Julia and George and Sarah's. 1249 Hinman Avenue. I mean, of course it is. I've been living there a whole year now. It is. And yet, sometimes I still wake up at night and think, gotta find shelter, gotta find shelter, gotta find somewhere to belong. Guess I don't want to get too comfortable. Once I'm in my spot, I don't have to do a thing because Ivan and Ruby always know when I'm there. Gorillas and elephants have great snozzes too. Also, I pride myself on staying extra fragrant. It's a gift. Ivan gets to me first. Bob! He knuckle walks up the hill. Knuckle runs, actually, and he looks as glad to see me as I am to see him. Seems like I've known Ivan forever, and yet every single time I see him, I feel kind of odd. He's so powerful, so huge, like this magnificent silver mountain that just happens to be my best buddy. Hi, Ivan, Julia calls, waving. He cocks his head and makes a soft belch, which is gorilla for, I'm happy. Maya calls out to Julia from the door to the gorilla's indoor space. Maya is a zoologist, which is a hoity-toity way of saying she has the thing for animals. It was Maya and a lot of other good folks who helped get Ivan and the rest of the mall animals moved to better places. Julia unhooks my string and gives me a stern look. No funny business, you, she says, and then kisses me on the head. And stay out of sight. Ivan sittles up close to the stone wall as he can get. I was worried you couldn't come today, he says, weather and all. Another hurricane, I say. It's freaking everybody out. Above me, magnolia branches sway, leaves rustle and shiver. Even the trees seem uneasy. What's new? Ivan asks. He lies back on the grass and wriggles contently, scratching an itch, no doubt. Not much. Had a weird dream last night. I pause. You were in it, and me, and Ruby, and Stella, too. Ivan gazes at the darkening sky. Stella, he says. Now there was a good friend, or great friend. Classiest elephant you'll ever hope to meet. The best, I agree. I miss the old gal. We fall silent. All good, you know. I ask for a moment. All good with you? I ask for a moment. No point in dwelling on sad stuff or bad dreams. Kenyon's getting on my nerves a bit. Ivan, do this. Ivan, do that. But she means well. Kenyon is Ivan's lady friend. Girlfriend? I've never been sure what they call it in gorilla. Kenyani, that's how you pronounce it. Kenyani doesn't really approve of me. She thinks I'm a bad influence on Ivan. I like to think she's right. Ivan is 400 pounds of pure power, but Kenyani is 400 times scarier, trust me. I've seen her in a bad mood, and I've always seen her teeth make mine look like toothpicks. Ivan and Kenyani don't have kids, but there are a bunch of baby and juvenile gorillas hanging around. They call him Uncle Ivan, and he puts up with their antics. Ivan's always been a good sport. If I had a gorilla toddler hanging off me, I'd be tempted to use my toothpick teeth. Ivan and Kenyani are a lot like George and Sarah. As far as I can tell, they grumble, they cuddle, they help each other, They tease each other. Sometimes it looks pretty nice, still and all. When I smell love, I almost smell worry. Seems like they're tangled together so tightly they'll never unravel. There's a reason to avoid all that mushy stuff. One big difference I have noticed between the two couples, Ivan and Kenyani, enjoy eating bugs off each other. George and Sarah, not so much. Ivan always seems like nothing scares him, not even Kenyani, who scares the heck out of me. On the outside, I suppose that's how I look too. Tiny, but tough. But inside, well, sometimes no matter how hard I try, I can't find that guy to save my life. It's like he's cowering in some corner of my heart. I hate it when that happens. I hate that I'm not the guy my friends think I am, the guy the world expects. I keep waiting for things to go bad on me, worrying about my nice, tidy little dog life will blow up in my face. I think George is a worrier too. He'll get up in the middle of the night and head to the kitchen sometimes. His old slippers scuffing on the wooden floor. I always hear him. Always join him. When he opens the fridge, the light spills out like maple syrup on a hot pancake. Wonderful scents drift my way. Leftover meatloaf, stinky cheese, expired yogurt that someone might as well eat. And it seems like the dog is the safest bet. The smells rain around me, and yeah, my tongue starts wagging out, and I nudge George's PJ leg. You can't sleep either, huh? He'll say. Or maybe, I can't tell if you have insomnia or just a cute sense of smell. Both, actually. I wait. He usually makes himself a PBJ with banana, which is good with me, because the crusts are where you really get that fun, chewy factor going. Now then, and then, after we eat, we sit at the back porch. George scratches my ears, especially my right one. It's my favorite. I understand his worry, I think. George works so hard, his wife was really sick for a long time, and he loves his daughter so much. Sometimes when Julia climbs on the school bus, I'll watch George watching her, and all that caring and concern is painful to smell, especially the briny scent of the stray tear he'll flick aside with the back of his hand, like sea spray. More than once, George and I have dozed off together. That's the best kind of snooze, if you ask me. Good, warm, safe in someone's arms, sleep. Often when I'm with Ivan, we don't even bother talking. We just look at his domain, at the green grass and the crazy babies and the swaggering juveniles and the hardworking females, and we think of nothing and everything. When you've been through the worst with someone, you appreciate the best. That's why sometimes when he says, "Hey Bob," it's enough for me to say, "Hey Ivan." And then we just listen to the palm trees rustle and watch the sawgrass sway. Alright guys, that is where I'm stopping. Like I said, unfortunately we didn't get to finish the book. But if you want to finish the book, you can always go get it, right? I'm sure maybe they might have something on YouTube where the whole thing's read. I don't know. But thank you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.